have to help them to have these positive attitudes towards learning in general, and of course to help them to have this positive attitude to the target language. If we don't have this positive, all right, attitude towards the second language, how can we learn? How can we utter certain structures, certain chunks? And we have to have attitude to the target language community and culture. If we don't like people who speak English, if we don't like people from England, if we don't like people from Scotland, if we don't like people from the States, how can we have this positive attitude? So we teachers have to help them to like those people, to like that culture, to know the culture. Because, I mean, if we don't know, okay, we judge, and that's not good. I'm going to drink water. Other affective states. Here we have confidence. This is extremely important. And we have to help them to build up this confidence. Some students don't have that. I mean, they are afraid of making mistakes. And we have to tolerate that. Anxiety shouldn't be in our classrooms. Should be outside our classrooms. Fear, no, we cannot have that. If you fear, if you feel anxiety, okay, you will never utter a sentence or a word in English because you are afraid of being punished, all right? We cannot punish. We have to tolerate mistakes. We teachers of English who are not native make mistakes, okay? Let's allow them, please. So anxiety out, fear out. Now, let's continue. We talked about internal factors. Now we are going to talk about external factors. Because it's not only a question of attitude, it's not only a question of self-confidence, it's not only a question of liking people and the countries where these languages are spoken, but also people who are around me, the significant others. And they're extremely important. If my parents don't help them, if my parents don't help me, and if their parents don't help them, okay, the table will have only three legs. Now, the other significant other is the teacher, all right? This is crucial. This is crucial to be motivated. This is crucial to build up my confidence. And the other one, of course, my peers, especially at certain age. What they do, if they laugh or not, if they help me, all right? So we have to have a very nice atmosphere in the classroom with peers. We have to notice what is happening. We have to be aware, okay, of what is happening in the classroom. Now, the other one is the learning environment. Of course, the classroom is extremely important. Can you imagine and we have that problem in some schools, a very small classroom of 40 students or a very large classroom with very few students, so they cannot hear very well. Now, look at this, comfort. Are we comfortable in the classroom? Do we have light enough? Is it too cold? Is it too hot? All right? Is it too crowded? Resources. Do we have books? Do we have dictionaries? Do we have technology? Do we have videos? Do we have good radios? Do we have internet where the content is? Remember, teachers, we don't have the content anymore. Okay, we have to develop skills. Okay, the content is somewhere in the internet, in the web. So do we have that? Can we work with that? Are we teachers prepared to work with that and to help our students who in most of the time they know a little bit more than at least, what I know, okay? People at my age have to join in, otherwise we are out. Now, some say it's extremely important. It's different if we teach in the morning, you know that. And it's different if we teach after lunch. They're sleeping. So this we have to take into consideration because we have to change the activities. We have to do something different after lunch. We have to do something different on Fridays, especially if we have the last period of class. We have to do something different if it is cold. They cannot be sitting there for 8 hours, okay, freezing cold. We have to do something. And we have to understand the year, in March, they are all enthusiastic, even teachers and students, and everybody wants to be the best, and they are absolutely, and September and December, can you imagine teaching in December? You know that. 33 Celsius degrees outside, we are very tired, Christmas is coming, the end of the year, everything. So we have to take into consideration these external factors. And of course, the size of the class and school. It's different if I teach 12 students, of course. It's different if I have to teach 40 students, okay? And there I have to think, what activity I'm going to do? Am I going to do everything? Am I going to ask my students for help? Why not? We cannot be teacher-centered anymore. We have to ask our students for help. Okay, let's continue. The nature of interaction with significant others. The amount of feedback we receive and the nature of this feedback. Rewards, extremely important. Can you imagine, as I said before, learning a language is extremely, extremely difficult for some people. And a reward is extremely welcome. Okay? If you utter one word, if you utter a chunk or a sentence, it's so nice when teachers and peers say, okay, that's excellent, very good, better pronunciation, excellent, you will make it, okay? And the nature and amount of appropriate praise, very good, excellent, good. Most of the time, we teachers tend to notice the mistakes and say, that's too bad, behave, don't behave like that, sit down, etc., etc. Why don't we start all the way around? Now, punishments. What are we going to punish? And when? What kind of punishments are we going to give? Why? Okay. Now, the family is extremely important here. Are they helping me? Are they asking me? Are they worried about where I'm going to practice English? And the other one, which is important, the local education system, that sometimes teachers and students cannot do anything about it, okay? But we can at least criticize, but in a very positive way, all right? To change certain things, why not, okay? And to applaud other things. Now, cultural norms, extremely important. Expectations from society and the attitude from society. And I think we in Chile are now doing very, very good because we value the learning of a second language or of a third language. English is not just something another subject. English is not a subject. Remember, English is a language, all right? And if you read the newspaper,